The things you accept are not the things I accept. And the things you reject are not the things I reject. So that's what I'm saying. There's things that you accept, there's things you all reject. Like, for example, a lot of black people rejected that statue. I don't reject that statue at all. That statue, I embrace that statue 100%. You
Why
see
do
how
you
we're
embrace it?
different?
What you mean you
Because
embrace that? Why would you embrace? Why would you embrace something
no,
that
don't ask me why
denigrates
I
you
embrace.
as?
Don't
Why?
ask me
I want
No,
to.
no,
why
I
no.
want to
I'm
know why you embrace it. I want to know. I want to know the base and the foundation of why you
so I
embrace
embrace
that
it
statue.
because that statue represents me
Why?
HQ
because
ain't
it
gonna let
does.
this statue go.
But why HQ? Why does that statue
That
represent
statue
you?
represents me.
If
I
it
don't.
was a if it
What do
was
you
a
mean?
white
Why? It just
if it was a
does.
if it was the same size and everything, but you could tell it was
It don't
obviously
matter whether
a
it's the
white
same
woman, would that
size.
still represent you?
It don't matter whether it's the same size.
I'm
It don't
trying to
matter
figure
whether
something
it's.
out,
I'm
HQ.
saying it's a
HQ. I got a question.
Hold on,
My,
if you want
my
me to
bad,
tell
Jay.
you
Go ahead.
why. I said when I first saw the statue, I didn't have a negative reaction to that statue. That statue is my neighbor. That statue is my sister. That statue is plenty of people I see on TV, plenty of black people I see in the ghetto, in the neighborhood, at school, nurses. That person I see every day. I
But
don't
why
reject that
what why
person
do we make
at all.
statues of certain things? It's a symbolism, right? Do
Yes,
we
it's symbol.
and I understand art is subjective,
Mhm.
but when we typically make a statue of something and put it somewhere for everyone to see, what is that supposed to symbolize? Is it supposed to symbolize mediocrity,
It's supposed to
the
symbolize what
the
you think
common
it is,
man,
but is it supposed to
or like
symbolize what you think
excellence?
of excellence or
How
what
come
you
how come
think?
that couldn't have been a sister who was of a reason? It could have been the same. She could have been the same size. How come she
Absolutely.
wasn't in a graduation robe with a graduation cap with the tassel to the side that you
Mhm.
graduated with the
Yeah,
cum
Like a
laude and all the stuff
like a
down the
Maya
side
Angelou.
absolutely.
with her
Why?
natural hair showing? How come it couldn't have been
Absolutely.
that? Why is
Absolutely.
it showing like the way it showed?
Why?
Why?
Yeah, Michael, I'm asking you. Why do you think it
I
didn't?
don't know because I
My
mean,
point
yes,
is
we
that
see
to
those.
you.
Yes,
It's
we see
your
those type. Those that's
interpretation.
our cousins.
Yes.
I got cousin. I got all that stuff. Sisters,
Mhm.
mamas, everything could look like that woman right there.
Mhm.
But why did she
So
look
H
like that?
Yes.
Why? What was that
Why?
symbolizing? What's the
My question
symbolization
exactly.
behind it?
My question exactly. I think this is what I think. This is just my thought. It's a black man who made this statue. He sees these people every day, and he made the statue, and I'm hoping he made the statue because he sees beauty in the most marginalized woman on the planet. He sees beauty in the most disrespected, the most hated, the most talked about, the most humiliated woman on the planet. That's what I think, and I hope that's why he made it. He sees beauty in that, and I see
Why did
but
beauty.
all
it,
those
but,
I'm
things?
telling
How do
but
you,
you feel that
I
HQ.
way?
I'm telling you, I see beauty in that. You don't. I do.
But HQ that could have been HQ
Everything
that could have
about
been
that
Angela
statue.
Bassett.
Hold on.
HQ that
Everything.
could have been Angela Bassett.
I
That could have
just
been Maya
answered your
Angelou.
question.
That could have been Oprah Winfrey, somebody of
Absolutely.
prominence.
Absolutely.
What
Absolutely. So
why
why?
not? Why a picture
So
of that?
why
And
did he do it?
why not a prominent black woman?
Right. Absolutely. Why? He could
HQ,
have picked any woman on this planet. He could
I
have
agree.
picked a skinny, beautiful woman on this planet. He could have picked any woman on this planet. Why did he pick that fat
I
black
agree.
woman?
And all of those negatives you said about how black women are depicted and how they're viewed by
No,
others.
No,
It's because
that
black
black
women
woman,
don't hold stuff that
that
it's because
black
black women
woman.
don't hold stuff like this, hold people accountable for stuff like this, and you don't protect your image. It's because when other black women get on and start acting ratchet and doing all the crazy nonsense in public and on TV and allowing themselves to be depicted in a certain way, other black women don't hold them accountable. They celebrate it.
So we're supposed to just see the beauty, the skinny, the light.
Because you're supposed to have
We're
pride and you're supposed to
we're
have black
so that's the
pride. You're
only
supposed
thing
to
we
be
see on this
proud.
planet. Hold on.
No, it's not. But we can hold
Okay,
ourselves to a higher standard because I do it
absolutely,
as an individual. Ty Pro does it as an
absolutely.
individual. G Honda does
I
it as an
see Oprah all
individual.
the time. I see
So how
Oprah
come we
all
can't
the
do it
time.
as a community?
But this is art. This is art. This is how he sees beauty, not how
And
you see
that's a
beauty.
slip, and that's a slippery. It's not about how I see beauty. It's
It's
that,
about how he
like
sees
you said,
beauty.
that's a fat black statue. You said it was a fat. I never said it was a fat black statue. I just
Right.
said, why is that the representation?
And I'm saying it is a representation to me, not to y'all. That's the whole point of art. Art is supposed to speak to people. It's supposed to speak to whoever it speaks to.
So
It
can I ask
spoke
a
to
question to
me
Ty Pro and G Honda?
in my way.
Ty
For
Pro,
Y'all
G
sure.
Honda,
go however y'all
say
want to.
we know the typical look of the YNs now, right? They got the dreads, they got whatever kind of clothes they wear, the pants is hanging off a little bit, something like that. Might have some golds in their mouth, something like that. Somebody makes a bronze statue and puts that out Times Square or wherever. How do y'all feel about that?
I spoke to that when I talked to HQ about the statue. HQ is never going back down on this statue, but I said the same thing, Jay. I wouldn't feel proud of that to represent me, and I'm from the hood, and I still wouldn't want a picture of somebody, a hood dude up there trying to represent my whole people because I would want a statue to represent the best of my culture, not the part of our culture that's problematic. And no matter how, what I'm saying, you can see the good. It's art, so it is subjective. So people gonna see the good and the bad depending on their perspective of what they looking at. But I would want a statue that represents the high. I'm not a suit wearing, briefcase toting guy. I'm a truck driver. I get, dirty every day. I don't want a statue of a truck driver with dreads because it's like that's not for me. A statue represents something to strive to be, and I would want to see put something that gives me hope to be better.
Well said, bro. I feel the same way.
Like,
G Honda.
No, definitely, because that statue, that black statue, the fact that they put it in the middle of Times Square, one of the biggest cities on the planet, one of the most prominent cities near Madison Square Garden or near the Broadway. I mean, that's just such a disgrace in the black eye to the black community. I mean, that statue may as well have been Monique if it was going to be a fat black woman, or Respucia from the whatever. But I mean, like
Norbit.
I said, that could have been Maya Angelou. That could have been Oprah Winfrey. That could have been Angela Black. That could have been Angela Bassett, like a woman of black prominence, one of our most notable black women, of all the most successful, beautiful black women that we've had on this planet. It could have been any one of them. I mean, if you go to LA, they got the Walk of Fame, and the majority of those black women on the Walk of Fame.
Mhm.
Shout out and salute to them. But for
It would
them
be
to do
damn
that,
rich.
but to answer your question, Jay, if they put like a statue of a YN, right? So if they
He
put a
does have
statue
a
of a
he
of a
does have a
YN,
bronze.
I mean that'd be disrespectful to every black son, huh?
I said she does have a
I'm
bronze.
sorry, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. How you felt about it? How you felt about it? You said it was
Hold up, say
disrespectful.
that say that again. Say that
I
again.
said you felt it was disrespectful.
The statue. That's no the stat. No, no. I say the statue. The statue is to an entirety is a black eye to the black community. So whether you feel disrespected about it or not,
Okay.
initially it's a point of disrespect for the black
Oh,
woman,
you
but not
feel
only the
it's a,
black
so you
woman, but the
feel it's
black
a
woman
point of
that contributes to the black community. It's
I'm saying
disrespect.
you feel it's a point of
It no,
disrespect.
it is no HQ. Whether if I
Otherwise
feel it,
it
if
would
I
be
don't feel it, it is
disrespectful.
disrespectful to anybody's
Sir,
mother, grandmother,
G
or
Honda,
daughter.
G Honda, you're not the only human on this planet. If it's not disrespectful to me, it's not all black people. It's
Okay,
disrespectful
HQ,
to
you
you.
entitled to feel that
It's
way.
not.
HQ, you
That's
can feel.
right. And you're entitled to
HQ,
feel the way
HQ,
you
you can.
feel. So stop saying all of us feel that way. We
Yes,
all
yes,
don't.
yes. I'm not projecting nothing on you. I'm
You
not
said it's
projecting nothing on you. But our black women, my
didn't know what
great
you said.
grandmother, my mother, my mother, my sisters, my that share my complexion.
Then I
That's
better not
disrespectful. That's a
hear.
black eye to the
Okay,
to
I
people
got
that
you,
look like
Gianna. I got you,
us.
Gianna. Then I shouldn't hear not one man on this panel forever and a day say that 80% of the black women are overweight. I better not hear that because that statue
Now you
represents 80% of us women being overweight.
I don't
So
think the
that
HQ,
that
problem
you
hold
is
deflecting
on,
this.
hold
Hey,
on,
hey,
hold on,
what
hold
room are
on.
we in right now?
That's an
HQ, you
accurate
deflecting.
representation of black women.
I
Yes,
don't
it
think the
is.
problem
If
is
But
the
80%
HQ,
of
statue.
y'all are overweight, if
that's not
on,
contributive.
hold on. If 80% of the women are overweight, and if we hear that daily, every day, then why are y'all mad when they show a representation of that 80%?
Is that a good thing?
I
Nobody
don't
said it
think
was a good thing.
I don't think the
So that's what
weight
they're saying.
Who
I don't think
said?
the
But
weight of the statue is the
but HQ,
problem of the statue. I think
if
that the
we're speaking
problem.
against,
What is the problem then? If that
Uh,
represents
ho-
80%, as
let
much
me
as
tell
people
you.
talk
Let me
about
tell you.
it being the bulk of the women here, I hear that every day.
So look. So
No,
look.
that's the black
The
women. That's the
the
bulk of the black
problem.
women on there. That's the bulk of the black
HQ.
women in the United States. Blah blah blah. So
HQ. The
now,
problem.
hold on. So now we show you, or somebody show you what you've been saying. What you've been saying.
Okay.
80%
So
is
hold on. Let me
overweight.
speak to
That's the
you.
bold. That's the
She ain't got
bold.
on. She ain't got on no bra.
Let me talk to you. Let me
Got
talk
on
to
the
you.
bra.
The problem.
I'm looking at it
The
right now.
the yeah. I peeped that too. She didn't have a bra
She
on.
got
But the
on the bra.
problem is not.
Got on the bra.
The problem is not the weight of the statue. I
No, not
think
the
the
weight.
whole. I think the whole statue in totality and the fact that it's symbolizing
Mm,
not the highest thing
mm.
to strive for black women is the problem. I think that like we making examples of, if it was a man and it represented something that we not the most proud of, we would not agree with making a statue of it. I think that yes, representation is good. Yes, it's representing an aspect of the black community. But if it represented, just like you say, you hear people calling black women fat all the time. Black men hear that we zesty all the time. If they had a zesty black man up there, we would be outraged. If
No,
they
you
had a
don't. You don't hear
ghetto,
zesty every time, every day. You
I
hear
hear
fat black
All
zesty.
the
women.
I hear
You hear
zesty from
you
black
hear
all
women
the
fat
just
time.
as
black
much.
women all the time.
We hear
Fat
we
black
hear
ugly
that we hear
all
that black men can't do nothing without somebody saying that's zesty. Oh, you do that, that's zesty. We hear that just as much as y'all hear being fat. And I don't like being in the gender war stuff. I'm just using it as an equal playing field.
No, it's
So if
not
it was
equal.
a
Not
if
equal.
it was so what
She
is
ain't
a
got no bra.
stereo
On.